Hey everyone, I just thought I'd do a video talking about, um, those little buttons on Facebook and Instagram that you can push to restrict people from looking at your profile or to make it so that they can't see. I don't know what that is, but so that you can't see, they can't see very many of your posts. I've been having to do that lately, and um, if it's just basically because I don't want people that, um, well, I don't want anyone thinking that some people might have something going with me that they don't. And so I've been kind of having to do that lately. One thing I don't like is when people who already have someone that they've been going out with for a really long time and they've got kids with, or that they've just been with in a serious relationship for a long time, or uh, even worse if they're married, you know, um, just really commenting on my posts all the time, or um, uh, putting hearts underneath my posts or likes underneath my posts or things like that all the time. Like, once in a while is cool. Sometimes it's cool because that's what Facebook is for, right? But then at the same time, other people can misconstrue that because it looks like maybe I've got something going with someone behind the scenes when I don't. And it can cause a problem, you know, I think it can over time. And then you kind of wonder too when you like every single thing you post, they're clicking like on it or they're commenting under it or something like that. Then you kind of start to wonder yourself, like, what the heck is going on here? Am I like the only person on their friends list? And so I'm like the only person they can click like on. Anyway, so I've been kind of finding myself in a little bit of a different situation now that I've been single. My husband passed away about 2.5 months ago now. And at first it was really bad for me. I had a really hard time, especially the first 2 weeks. But now it feels to me like my body for about like the last month has really gone back to normal, and I feel kind of a lot like I did, before I got married when I was single. And lately I've been feeling even better than that. Like this morning I got up at dawn, and yesterday I went fishing, and I've just really been doing things that I enjoy. Of course, there are some times that I get pretty down and start crying, stuff like that. But it's been less and less, and the discouraging moments and things like that aren't near as bad. Um, but like with regard to this thing about me having to be careful now about how I act and how I behave around people, it's kind of bizarre because a lot of the people that I come across, um, sometimes, or that I knew before, sometimes it seems like they some of them are starting to show levels of interest that they didn't before. And so I've been having to set these boundaries with people ahead of time, especially if they're business associates or something like that, to let them know ahead of time that if I have to spend time with them, it's just regarding business. Or, um, you know, I can tell sometimes, like just the other day, I was talking to someone and it got into talking about, expressing condolences to me for the passing of my husband and asking how I'm doing and stuff like that. And that's not uncommon. People ask me questions like that all the time, and it gives me the opportunity to talk a little bit about it, to let some thoughts or feelings off my chest with regard to my husband and things like that. And but this person that I was talking to the other day just like give me a hug. I'm not like a huggy type person. I don't, not with other women. You know, I don't really enjoy giving hugs. Like, I give my kids hugs, fine. Um, and I hold my kids and things like that. But like with just strangers, I'm not really the type to go around hugging everyone. And I don't feel the need to get them either all the time. If it's someone that I really like my husband, yeah, I was hugging him all the time. If it's a guy that I'm dating, you know, that I'm attracted to, yeah, you know, I'm affectionate that way, but not just to anybody. But anyway, so like this guy kept trying to give me like a hug and then like another hug and then a little bit later is offering another hug and then I don't know, I think it was like 8 times he tried to offer me a hug. And then anyway, and then I noticed too over the conversation that he's starting to stand a little closer and a little closer and a little closer. And I was like getting crowded into this one side of a patio area of this building that I was next to. And I thought, what the heck, you know? Anyway, so I'm starting to notice things like that too, like people that I always just ever thought of as friends or not, you know, because I have some type of business relation with them, um, and me having to kind of start to set boundaries, you know, just walk off before it gets too uncomfortable, things like that way. Well, not just abruptly walk off, but, you know, make some excuse to leave or things like that. Anyway, so there's that on social media, that in person. And, you know, I used to have problems with that when I was younger, when I was a single adult going to school, going to college, or just in other cases. I I remember there were times where I would always have I don't know if all girls are like that or if it was just me, but I would have these guys show up that I am not attracted to. And I'm a nice person, so I'm nice to people, I'm polite to people, and I believe in being kind to people, you know, no matter what kind of people they are. But sometimes I would end up in these situations where these guys are mobbing me. They're like trying to monopolize all my time and stuff like that. And that's a problem if it's someone that you don't like. You know, my husband used that tactic when we were dating, but it worked for him because I actually liked him. I wanted him to monopolize all my time. You know, I wanted him to come around and come see us and take us places, and you know, wanted to do things with him, go places with him. But like when it's someone that you don't like, then that's when it's a problem because then you have people that you do like and they won't come anywhere near you because they think that these other guys that you must have something going. I'm at least that's my assumption, that they must think that you have something going with all these other guys because, or at least with a couple or one of them, and because these guys are taking up all of your time. I remember one time in Institute when I was in Show Low, Arizona. I, you know, I kind of had this little group of friends that I hung out with, and some guy had asked me out on a date once, and I did go out on a date with him, I think. Anyway, but you know, I didn't like him that way. I just thought of him as a friend. But I remember another guy in class one day sat in front of me, and I'd never seen him before, and I think he turned around to say something to me after class. I think he was just going to introduce himself or something. And the other guy literally growled at him. He snarled at him. He just kind of he like lurched forward in his seat because he was right next to me and the other guy was in front. He like lurched across to that guy and he's like that way, like he just really growled at the guy and snarled at him. I saw the guy's eyes got big, and I think mine did too, and we were just kind of looking at him like, what the heck? And the other guy that was trying to talk to me was sitting in front of me. He just turned around and he never said anything to me after that. And I thought, what the heck was that? I've never seen anyone do that before. But that wasn't the first time. I mean, that was the first time that actually happened to me. where I saw someone do that. And then that happened to me one time too when I was in basketball class in Flagstaff. I used to I used to like to play basketball, so I used to take those classes, and we play for like an hour and 15 minutes or an hour and a half straight. There was like 3 courts, and it was just nonstop playing, and it was really a lot of fun. And so I used to do that, and twice a week. And anyway, I remember one day, well, there was a guy in class, and I could tell that he really liked me, and I really liked him too. And I wanted to get to know him better, and I wanted to get the chance to know him better. So I decided one day, because I was always, kind of getting mobbed and stuff like that by some of the other guys. Uh, like sometimes they'd get kind of rough with each other too. I noticed when they were playing. Anyway, kind of getting really competitive and stuff. But that one day I decided to go head off to myself and go, we're getting ready and stretching and stuff before class. So I walked off to a different part by myself and started doing my stretches and stuff. And sure enough, here comes one of the guys. He already had a girlfriend, and he had a girlfriend that went to a different school. And I just thought of him as a friend, and that's it. And he comes over and he starts stretching out near me. And I was all like, well, this isn't working out too well. And then I seen the other guys head into class and things like that. And I had some friends who were buddies too, who were guys and girls and stuff. But anyway, a couple of the guys started heading towards near the part of the gym where I was. And that guy literally turned around. He crouched down almost, like halfway down. He was crouched down. And then he just growled and snarled at the other guys and was like looking at them like that. And I looked at him and I was like, oh my gosh, what the heck is that? And the other guys just stopped and just looked at him, and they turned around and walked off. And that was the second time I'd ever seen anyone just get like that freaking primal, just because someone was crowding their territory, supposedly. And I didn't even like the guy. He was shorter, smaller. Just wasn't interested in him like that. But I thought of him in a friendly way, but that's it. So like now I'm in this situation again, being single, where I am having this thing going on where I'm having to set boundaries with people again. And I was thinking about that this morning again, because this morning, that's why I decided to make this video again, because this morning again, I got onto my Instagram and I was looking at my pictures, and again, a person is like putting like on all my pictures again. And I'm like, gosh, this person, maybe they don't think like that, and maybe they don't think that there's anything wrong with it. But then at the same time, like, that person's got a family and kids. Like, I mean, what would other people think if they seen that this person is clicking like on everything that I've got all the time, every single picture on Facebook, every single video on Facebook, every single picture on Instagram, and anyway, so I just thought I was thinking about it, and I was thinking that, yeah, maybe I should, say something about it, because, if you really like someone, then yeah, it's good to show that you like them and let them know. I mean, what's the worst they're going to do? Just say they don't like you? That's not that big of a deal. There's like a million other people, bazillion other people in the world, and a good portion of them are nice looking. But at the same time, if you've already got someone, you already got a family, then it's probably important to be pretty careful about, just going and, especially towards a single person, and going and clicking like on every video, clicking, unless they're related to you, like I have a lot of relatives, and like a good portion of the people that are commenting on my Facebook are my cousins. And, You know, a lot of them will say cuz or something like that on my Facebook, but not all of them do all the time, you know. But um, you know, like I'd say the ones that are on my Facebook that are commenting on there and clicking like and stuff like that all the time, those are my cousins. And you know, they can write whatever the heck they want on my page, and the more the merrier. It's a lot more fun, and I write crap on their pages too. But then, like, when it comes to like other people that aren't related to me and stuff, it's, you know, um, it does get a little kind of bizarre, and I don't know. So I just thought I'd make a video about it to, like, I guess explain things like that to people, but then at the same time also to you know, let people know that, yeah, you know, it's social media, but you still got to be a little careful about what you do. You do got to be careful about appearances still. You know, everyone knows everybody, especially if you're from the reservation, and um, it's good to be a little cautious, I suppose, sometimes, and not go overboard on it, you know. But, you know, if you're a single person and another person's a single person, and you like them, there's absolutely no reason not to let them know. But then, you know, if you already got someone, you already got kids, you're already married, you should probably be a little bit more careful about that kind of stuff. Anyway, that's all I got to say about that, and y'all have a great day. Bye.